So this is a networking session. Welcome you all to Bytes and Brew. This is a session that is hosted by Women Who Code Blockchain, Data Science, and Python track, and it's a cumulative session with lots of gossip, lots of talking. So let's get started. Hi everybody, my name is Runjhun Ratawal. I'm a master's student at IGDTUW India and also a lead at Women Who Code Data Science. I've been doing this for a couple of years now. So I'm very excited to have you all here. We're very sorry for the glitches that you faced in the first 10 minutes. So, what is Bytes and Brew basically? So, it's a relaxed space designed to give our community an opportunity for conversation and connection around busy work life schedules. So, this is I'm so sorry, Anna. We started the next session. Um, all right. So we started with the next session, so you can continue after me. Until then, you can resolve the problems. All right. So continuing with it, the Bytes and Brew is a networking session. So what will we gonna do this time is I will be asking some questions, and you guys can answer your answers in the chat. And we also will also invite a few people over to talk. So these are some images from our previous sessions of Bytes and Brew. It was great having to meet all these amazing women all over the world, and we had great conversation. Trust me, it was very interesting. All right, so let's have a little warm up before we start with the conversation. We're going to show a series of questions on the slides, and you have to reply your answers in the chat. So these questions are a this that question. So you will just have to write the answer in the chat and as fast as you can. So let's start with the first question is, do you prefer working from home or working in the office? So what you guys prefer, you can tell us in the chat. All right, we have many people from work from home, and it's great. So we have somebody working in the office as well. Okay, but I think home working from home wins for now. We have. Do you prefer learning through blogs or video content? So what do you guys prefer? Some reading of blogs or video content? So we have both. All right. I think I prefer video content personally because it's more interesting to watch people do it live in front of our eyes. Moving on to our next question is, would you rather email or phone call? So what do you guys would prefer? Phone call. We have, uh, I think, yeah, exactly, Toshal. Depends on an urgency. So we have email people as well. We have phone call people as well. So that's great. Yeah, we can always go back and view notes. Exactly. So I think email wins here. All right, this is an interesting one. Would you rather be in suits, in pajamas, or suits all day? What do you guys think? I think it's a clear winner. We have pajamas all the way up here. So, oh, we have somebody who likes to be in a suit. Great. So we don't have a complete pajama winning completely. Awesome. So now that we have set our stage for uh, the interaction part, let's go on with some hearing some stories from our audience. I will be asking some questions and also inviting you guys to speak up, and you can share your audio and video and answer us live on this platform. You can select share your ask for sharing audio video, and just invite you over to the stage. So our first question is, what has been some of the main lifestyle changes that you have noticed moving from online to back in person or the office? So we all have been there sitting at home and doing our work, and now that we are back in office, everything is getting back to uh, being normal, I would say. So what do you guys have? What has been the most uh, what changed for you? So if you have anybody sharing their uh, thoughts, please, we all welcome you to share your thoughts with all of us. You can, there's a button right up there where you can select ask to us to share your video and audio. Um, yeah, exactly. Lots of time and money saved from commuting. Zareen, would you like to come up and share your thoughts? All right, we have Zareen with us. Welcome, Zareen. Welcome to Bytes and Brew. We all have been hearing your thoughts through all Bytes and Brew sessions that we had previously. So, welcome you again, and let's hear from you.
Thank you so much, Runjhun, and thanks for this for doing this talk in the summit. You're doing amazing. Just wanted to take this opportunity to give you a applaud. Just wanted to say that definitely for me, it saved a lot of time more than money from commuting from my workplace to home and back and forth every day. Previously, it used to take 40 minutes for me to go to the office, but now I can just save it. And that's just the traveling part. But before that, I have to get up, get ready, have breakfast, all these things. But right now, I have more flexibility. I can get up, do some stretching, yoga, and then just jump right into the work without having to worry about other things. But it also, I think, somewhere change my way of living, like the discipline. So while when I was going to office every day, I had a discipline. I had to get up at maybe 6, take shower, get ready, and do all these things, have breakfast on time. But I think as we moved more on to working from home, I got more used to having brunch. So instead of having, I'm more skipping breakfast now these days, which is not good. I'm not fond of it, but it's just how my lifestyle has changed. So I think it has both the some pros and cons, but I will be more inclined to the pros that it saves a lot of time and money.
Yeah, absolutely right. So, thank you so much. We are running very short on time, so we're very sorry to
Thank you. Bye.
have discussion. We would like to have it more. So, thank you so much. Next up, we have a next question. So, how did you get started in your career? We would like to hear your ideas. Where do you, how did you get started in your career? If there's anybody who would like to jump in and share their thoughts, we have social with us.
So I started off my career as a research assistant. So getting into research, reading a lot of papers, understanding more about the technology, and I started pivoting to the parts which I like the most. So I spent 3 good years in research, pivoted from data analytics to data science, and then to deep learning. And finally, I'm doing computer vision right now. So like I think it was more first research and then jumping into the practical experiences and practical applications of whatever I learned in research.
Great. Thank you so much. And we loved your journey, hearing your journey. So thank you so much for coming up. Um, if there's anybody who would like to join in next, please go ahead. Um, our next question is salary negotiation. So any success stories from the group, if you have anybody who negotiated for their salary and would like to share their experience, or even not a success story, but you asked for it and you thought of even thought of share negotiating for your salary, we would love to hear your journey. So if there's anybody in the group that would like to go on. Hmm. So I think salary negotiation is really important because when you are a woman in tech, it's seriously, people don't take you that much with of that worth. So people generally give lot not that much to women. when they are hiring them. So yeah, any stories that didn't go as well, because uh, it happens to all of us that you negotiated but that didn't work out. We would like to hear you guys, and if you're not comfortable with sharing your video, you can just go on sharing your audio with us. Lina, you if you would like to share your ideas live on this platform, we would love to hear you. I think you're coming up with some great points. Yeah, here we go.
Hi. Oh, well, I'm on video. Yeah, with salary negotiation, I find it really helpful to first do some market research, obviously. But I think it's also a mistake to rely only on market research because times are always changing. I mean, in the United States alone, there's been a lot of inflation. So unless you could easily boost your salary by at least like 10% nowadays. But yeah, so do the salary research, know what market rate roughly is, and then going into the role, it's helpful to have spoken with people to assess like what kind of job you're doing, how urgent is the need, um, yeah, how urgent is the need for someone for your role? What are you bringing to the table? What kind of company is it? Are they able to offer the compensation that you want? Because if they're not, then you're just wasting your time. Fourth point is to think about where you want to go in the future. So if this is a company that say the role is coming in and it's not exactly the salary you want, but the growth is massive and you would have great mentors and great resources, those are the non-tangible benefits that you should weigh in the salary negotiation. So concrete steps, what I read a really great article, I can link later, about basically salary negotiation. It's like a game where both parties are very interested in each other. They want to date each other, but you just can't go right outside and say it. Um, yeah. So first, this course, when you always say really positive, because if a company is offering you an offer, they they see that they see your worth and they want to recognize it by hiring you. And if you're the top candidate, then the ball is in your court. It's great. No company, no reputable company will ever turn you away for haggling. And if they do, it was not meant to be. So first, be really positive. Thank you for your time because their time is valuable. And second, if the number is great, I would always suggest just haggle, like just negotiate even once. If let's say, all right, if they say a certain number and like that's the max we can give you, and then you can say, okay, could I ask for a little bit more time to think about it? Let's talk with my boyfriend, my family, my my coach. No, no, it doesn't matter. So you push the responsibility of yourself. You're not the one making the decision. You need some input. It'll give you a bit more time to think about, to do some research, to let them stew, and And then coming back, you could say, all right, because of whatever reasons, you want to give like reasons so that if they say no to you, it's like they're kind of being a bad person. It's like, oh yeah, I have reasons for this. Don't tell a self support like because of my goals this year, I want to do this like this. It would be amazing if you could perhaps offer however much more you want within reason. I think let's say if they're giving you 100,000, say it would make a huge difference in my life for 110. I'd be really happy. It's within. I know it's at the top of my range or something, but would you be able to do that? And if they say, okay, then because oh yeah, we can't do the base salary like that. Just say, well, ask for a signing bonus. If they're really inflexible on base, ask for a signing bonus. Usually, base salary is determined by pay bands. I think that's really common. Um, but just asking for it's a one-time deal, and no company that wants you, if you're the top candidate, will lose you over a couple of grand. No company will lose you over a couple of grand. And let me see. Someone asked asking for time. It depends. So I have in my job search once gotten an exploding offer where I was requested to reply within 48 hours. I did not reply within 48 hours. I said, sorry, I'm just going to need a bit more time to think about it. I'm waiting on another process, another um, interviewing process to turn. Could I reply to you by the end of the week? and the week comes like, oh, I'm sorry. It's again, push it back as much as you need to because you're applying to many multiple jobs. You're getting multiple offers, right? That's the game. That's how you're doing it. You're doing it right. You need to be putting yourself out there. And honestly, being the number one candidate, if you're getting the offer, puts you in such business power. Just push it back. I mean, don't be rude and say, I need 4 weeks, unless it is a very special occasion. But be honest. But it's like, you just need more time because I'm waiting on a thing. That, again, pushes the responsibility off of you and just say it's, you have something else going on. And that probably is true, honestly. And it's not rude to ask, and even if there's some offer, they will back off very soon if they really want you. Let me see. Also, it's not a trick. I'm not gonna say it's a trick, but after maybe 1 or 2 rounds of negotiating salary, and they're just kind of just shy of the number that you want or the benefits that you want, just say, all right, recruiter, it's a great offer, but if you can give me like this, just a tiny push, I'll sign no. It may work. It may work because closing on a deal with a candidate is really important. Again, most companies, if you have a reasonable offer, is not going to let you go. And if not, it's okay because you are negotiated twice. You have a great offer, and that's the last thing I want to mention: knowing when to stop about salary negotiation.
Right.
Some
So,
I
Leena, I'm
yeah.
so sorry to cut you off because we're running out on time, and Anna's also waiting. So we're very sorry, but some great tips from you, and thank you so much for coming up. And it will really help a lot of people hearing this from you, and it will be recorded as well, so they have plenty of time to hear you again. Thank you so much. We're very sorry to cut you in between.
No
Thank you
problem.
so much for coming in.
Yeah, looking forward to the talk.
Cool. So, without wasting any other time, we're very sorry for this shortage of time. So, let's get started with our last session. We have never have ever. So, if you have done it, just reply in the chat that you have done it, and we'll see who has done most things. So, never have ever contributed to an open source project on GitHub. If you have done it, please give it a thumbs up or something like that. So people have done it and never, and it's never the late social. All right. So we have next question. It's the fastest round, so you have to be very quick. So never have I ever lied about the camera not working in a meeting just because I was not looking good. I think everybody is guilty of that because we all have been done doing it for the past 2 years now. All right. So we have our next question is never have I ever worked on a project alone. If you have done it, oh, you have Kushal. Oh, so I think people are doing alone projects as well. I didn't, I haven't done it, so I'm so sorry. Um, all right. We have never have ever scrolled through social media while in a meeting. Guilty as ever. We all have. Yeah, exactly. Guilty as ever. All right. So we have a next question. As never have I ever had to skip a presentation slide because the slide is too complicated. I think I have done that quite a few times because we can skip on online slides, right? So never have I ever froze during an interview. This is me all the time. I freeze. I just freeze. Or if and even if I'm not giving an interview, just talking to some at a larger or in front of a larger audience. So I have actually, and I see people like me as well. Zareen has never, thank God, really. All right, with that said, thank you so much. I know it was too quick at the end. We're very sorry for that. And we had some great event people coming up. This is me. This was just this is my credentials. You can connect with me later on.